you're far away from an objective, it's easy to be excessively confident. The closer you get, the easier it is to get scared, get overwhelmed, get buried by the pressure. But that's part of the process. I was born in Salt Lake City, Utah in 1981. My parents were both avid skiers and people who just loved the outdoors. And my brother and I really just joined their lives.
We picked up things to do that they liked, and they were forced into doing things that we liked.
We really made a proclamation to each other about that, and that is how we raised the boys.
Despite my parents' best efforts and everything that they did, which was so right on, I was just never happy. I always remember feeling this like, I gotta do, I gotta be, I gotta earn more, you know? So even in the moments now where I'm like, no, I'm enough, there's also this piece of me that exists simultaneously of this almost innate knowledge that I'll never be enough. And I think I carry that with me now.
It really wasn't until his 30s that things really came all together.
I'm sort of up and coming as this climbing outdoor photographer guy. I go on this expedition to Pakistan in the winter to Gasherbrum 2, in some ways just way over my head. When I got invited to go, I was like, sweet, these guys asked me to go. That was validation enough. I really didn't know how big of a deal that climb would be.
Just tell me what happened. Avalanche. Big avalanche.
We get hit by this avalanche. It nearly kills us. And as we sort of emerge, all of us were partially buried. I take this photograph. And then this becomes this calling card of my adult life. It launches my career in a way, and at the same time, my personal life just starts to unravel sort of unwittingly. You know, it gives me a fairly long episode of PTSD, and it really changes the way I'm functioning as a human. And one of the things that happens when people have these negative experiences is they find coping mechanisms. I start doing everything in my power to be valued. So I go outwardly and receive and do all of these things to receive external validation. At the same time, because I don't believe I'm valuable, I start to destroy myself. So much of my life has been spent in those dichotomies. Like in 2016, I climbed Everest without oxygen, and yet it was the exact time that my life completely fell apart. I went through this divorce, and I really pulled back the layers on PTSD and really openly admitted to being an alcoholic. That's when I completely hit rock bottom. Adrian came along at this place where I needed positive partnership in order to escape a somewhat dismal fate.
Here we are, sitting shoulder to shoulder on the snow at 21,000 feet on Everest.
Cory and I had wanted to climb together for a while, and we really wanted to do Everest without supplemental oxygen together.
Hot chocolate for Cory.
Like, it's even hard to say that it's hard.
As somebody who was still drinking, freshly out of this divorce, Adrian was there as a champion and as a partner for these very tumultuous times.
I do think Everest No Filter 1 and 2 changed Cory. he became a stronger friend and partner through those seasons.
In every way in 2019, this trip, Adrian is an essential part of it. Like, he's there with us, he's the expedition leader. But he made a decision that this route was not for him. And so he's supporting the trip that Topo and I are doing.
Yeah, I've never done this before.
One of the things I love about Topo is he's just got the serious vibe where it needs to be serious, but then he can be super playful. I feel super fortunate to be climbing with him. The relationship that Topo and I have, as far as being outwardly successful, is the last thing on my mind. The only thing that matters is how we gel climbing together, because that will be the ultimate point of success for us. Yeah, I get asked all the time, well, you've done it, why go back? Everest is literally the place from which all else flows. It's where all of us, every single thing, comes together. There's something about the gravity of an environment that is so universally unifying, that for me represents something so much more than the highest.
The beauty of Everest is still, it doesn't matter how much money you put on it or how talented you are, like, the outcome is completely unknown, and it's meant to be.
Going back to Everest and trying this new line, it's not about getting to the top. It's about the whole process and the refinement and the reduction that allows you to get back to that place and hopefully execute in a meaningful way. To be able to create something new and lasting there, that's special to me.